What's up folks? The Duelist Cup started a few days ago, and it marks the first real Master Duel has had at a competitive event. To qualify to the second stage, you need to reach rank 20 in this first part, as you see here. In my case, it took just one long day of playing to get to the max rank. The climb from 19 to 20 in particular is a lot harder than everything before. It's also important to note that the time limit in this event is much lower than in regular ranked games, which actually makes certain decks really hard to use optimally. I ran into a few players who ran out of time during my turn, after a long turn 1, and had to turn their toggle off, even with interruptions still present in their field. Because of this low time limit, I've decided against using very high ceiling complicated decks like Synchron or Adventurer Synchro. Here's what I ended up using. This is a very streamlined version of Swordsoul. I'm not running any Halqifibrax lines, or DPE, to essentially have 0 bricks in the deck. Simpler decks like Eldlik variants and flowandereeze are very popular in this event, and this deck has a pretty good matchup against them, while also not taking too long to play properly. As always, the deck list will be written in the description. Before we get to the duels, remember to like and subscribe if you want to help me out a bit, and comment below what you're thinking of this event so far. I'm especially curious if people like or dislike the lower time limit. Here's a good way to use chaofeng to protect the rest of your turn from hand traps like Nibiru and Valor. This can be done as long as you have Ashuna and any of the other 2 Tenyi. Here's an interesting way to use board wipes like Raigeki against Flounder. If we use it before they commit to their summons on our turn, through cards like Dreaming Town, it won't really help. We can try to bait out the Dreaming Town by trying to proceed to the end phase. Once they commit, we can opt to stay on main phase 2, use our board wipe and go on with our plays. Even under Dimension Shifter here, we can still end on a decent field. Here's another example going second against flowandereeze, this time breaking through with only engine cards. Summoning the Taia in attack mode was a misclick here, though it ended up not mattering much. After this will be another quick duel against one of the newer archetypes that just made it to Master Duel. See you next time.